Hello everybody and welcome to RTC TV4. My name is Dakota Hayden and I will be running the entire show here this afternoon in the boys varsity basketball matchup between our Casted Comets and the Triton Trojans. You'll excuse my voice a little bit this afternoon, folks. Got a bit of a few remaining symptoms from a cold I had earlier this week, but shouldn't be too bad. Triton with the ball. Getting into baseline, couldn't get it up to go. Carried it out, sent it back over Comets' way. Kinzer checking the ball into Eli. Then back to Kinzer. Going to bring it over the midline. Get over to Comets' side of the court. Shane Lobb launched it over to Kinzer. Stolen by Triton. They're taking it back to their side, going for the layup. Couldn't get to fall. But they get the foul. Let's see how Triton can make their free throws. First one just short, bounces off the rim. There he goes for the second one. It doesn't go either. Eli now with the ball. And to Kinzer to bring it over the midline and back to Eli. Comets got to get on the offensive. Kinzer with a deep three. Splashed in the deep three. That was a shock. Wow, that was nice. Putting Comets on the board 3 to Triton 0. Way to start off. Triton now got to figure out something to retaliate. Although I am pretty okay if they don't. Tried keeping it out on the arc. Set it to the outside. Taking things a bit slower. Trying to find an opening. He gets it. Goes for the three. Bit short, can't get it up. They're on the rebound. Driving base to launch it up, gets the two. Dougie getting it over to Kinzer, then over to Trent. Trent's got to give it back to Kinzer. Send it over to Eli. Eli then over to Shane Lobb. Shane Lobb's going to pass it into Trenton, and Trenton's going to take it out to the arc. Nice move by Triton to bounce it off of one of the Triton players. Send it out. Still Comets ball. Kinzer sending it all the way out to Shane Lobb. Shane Lobb over to Eli. It's gotten eerily silent here in the Trojans' court. We got Miles subbing in for Shane Lobb. But Triton, so far only been able to put 2 points on the board, looking for an opening. They get it into base, send it back out to the arc. He's open for a three. He sends it, can't get it to go. Triton trying to get on the rebound. Miles will take it. Miles will send it back over to Kinzer. Then Kinzer to Eli. So we get offensively. Eli trying to send it into the paint. No one there to receive it. Triton bringing it back over to their side. He's going. Ooh, nice pass. He goes up for the layup. Another two for Triton, putting them ahead by 1. Eli getting the ball over to Miles. Miles sending it over to Kinzer. Kinzer into Rands. Rands into Miles. Miles going to put it up for the shot. Oh, you got swatted. Number 40 for the Trojans. He's tall. I just now noticed that. He's a giant. Reminds me shades of a, what was his number? Might have been like 44 or something like that from, oh, no, what was the team? I'll get back to that. I'll think about it. Kinzer sending it into Eli. Eli putting it up. There, get the 2. Triton now, trying to get an opening. Sending it in. He needs help. He says it to go up for the layup. He gets hit with the travel. Sending it back Comet's way. Score is not counted. I believe the player I'm thinking about is another really tall player, like number 40 for Triton. It might have been like number 44 or something like that for like North Judd, or 52, somewhere around there. But he was a really tall player too. And he's just, that number 40 reminds me of him, except for the player I'm thinking of might have been a little bit bigger. But anyway, I digress. Back to the game. Triton, Kinzer got a hand in on that pass. Triton giving it to their big man, sending it out to the arc. He's going to drive in, send it right back out. Didn't like the looks of that drive. They're keeping it around. What's Triton got to do with it? Or what are they going to do with it, I should say. They are taking it real slow. Their pace is pretty relaxed. A nice spin to get it in for the layup. I'll give them credit where that's due. Triton so far in the first managing to stay ahead of us by 1 point. Miles needed some help sending it out to Kinzer. And Kinzer back over to Miles. Miles to Eli to Kinzer for 3. They splashing the 3s. Triton won't be able to keep a lead for long with Kinzer nailing these 3s tonight, or this afternoon, or whatever time it is. Triton got the ball into the paint, sending it out for 3 of their own. Can't get it to fall. They're on the offensive rebound. And number 40 for Triton, the behemoth of a man. Triton sending it to the other side of the arc. He's going to pop a 3 again. Still can't get it to fall. Triton trying to get on that rebound, ended up knocking it out of bounds. Number 13, Hunter Shanelob coming into the game for Rands. Kinzer getting the ball to Miles. Miles then back to Kinzer, then over to Triton. Triton launching it over to Miles. Miles just trying to get somewhere. Kinzer with another 3. Can't get it to fall. Triton on the rebound. Then back to Kinzer to, travel. That's a travel. Most certainly that is. Triton's ball again. So far, this game has gone through less fouls in the first quarter than the JV game. I'll get back to that here when we hit a intermission in between quarters. But yeah, the JV game, there was a lot of fouls in that game. And Triton trying to get an opening. Here we go. They're keeping it on the outside. They got to the big guy. The Comets need to keep up on that defense. They're doing a pretty good job so far. It's a nice maneuver by Triton. Passing the ball in from base to get into the paint, to put it up. It was nice. Miles sent it into Kinzer. Kinzer then back over to Miles. Miles trying to get it over to Eli. Passes a little bit fidgety. Gets sent out of bounds, and Triton will take the ball back from there. Less than a minute left to go here in the first. Triton starting to get maneuvers going for him there. That was a nice pass in to get it up for 2. Triton now takes the lead by 2. Trent now with the ball. Get out to Kinzer. Miles passing it over to Kinzer. My bad. Kinzer getting it all the way over to Eli. Eli back out to Miles. Triton's got a killer defense going right now. Kinzer launching over to Triton. Triton thought about shooting it, decided not to. Miles starting to drive in. Get a foul on Triton. Kinzer getting it into Eli, or over to Eli. Eli with the jumper. Just a bit short. Triton out the ball with 3 seconds. And they couldn't get the buzzer beater. And that's going to end it for the first quarter. Comets trailing only by 2. With both teams with 1 foul in the first quarter. Which brings me back to my earlier topic about the JV game. Comets unfortunately lost in the JV game. It was a pretty stiff deficit. It was about 47 with the Trojans and I want to say 20-something for the Comets. I can't exactly remember. I need to start writing these down, honestly. But that was about it. But the thing that stuck out most about the game is how within the first half there was almost a double bonus for both teams. Within the first quarter, we had a player foul out. We had about 7 fouls, and the Trojans had like 5 or 6. And then by the second quarter of the first half, we both had double bonuses. I'm pretty sure of it, or at least they had a double bonus, and we had 9. No. Did I say that right? Yeah, they had a double bonus, and they only had 9. We had 10 fouls. They had 9 fouls. That's a better way to explain it. Sorry. On a bonus to this getting over a sickness thing, my brain is not 100% there. But yeah, that game was full of fouls. But then the second half, it was pretty clean. But for the first half, whew, you're killing it. Made the first half feel like 2 hours. Well, that was the JV game. Here we go with the varsity continuing on in the second quarter. Nice rebound by Shane Lobb, getting it over to Miles. Miles sending it over to Kinzer. Kinzer sending it all the way into Triton. They're in, over to Triton. And back to Kinzer. Kinzer over to Miles. Miles sending it over to Eli. Triton's defense is not to be, there was a word I was looking for, but not to be messed with. We're going to go with that. I believe the word I was looking for was trifled, but I'm not too sure. I'm just going to keep going with what I went with. Triton now looking for an opening. He got it to their big man, number 40. He's driving base, sending it over to the outside. Keeping it on the arc to get open for a 3. They're splashing 3s. And that's going to get them ahead by 5 here in the second. Kinzer getting over to Triton. Triton back to Kinzer. Got to get something going for him. Miles. Then over to Kinzer. Kinzer all the way over to Triton. Triton popping up a 3. Can't get it to fall. Triton on the rebound, bring it back over to their side. On the arc. Putting it into the paint, sending it back out to drive in to put up for the layup. Couldn't get it, but they got the foul. The Triton, last we saw them on the line, they couldn't hit their free throws, but I'm not too sure if this was the same guy that was doing it in the first quarter or not. So either way, we'll see if they've improved. And first shot proves that they have not. So we shall see in the second shot if they can get a free throw this half. So far anyway, in this half. Lining up. Second shot falls. Eli getting the ball over to Kinzer. Kinzer over to Miles. Miles driving in a little bit. Send it all the way out to Eli. Eli for a three. He can't get it to fall. Kinzer on the rebound over there. Tried to get a pass over to Rands. Triton intercept it. Triton now with the ball in the excuse me, folks. Triton with the ball on the outside. Putting a deep three. Can't get him to fall. Rand's trying to get in on the swat on the layup. I'm pretty sure he assisted the ball going up. It looked like it anyway from this angle. Kinzer getting the ball over to Miles. Miles over to Triton. Triton trying to get it back over to Miles. Triton had a tip in on the pass. They call a pushing foul on Miles. Back Triton's way. Triton now. He's bouncing it off the board. Not really so sure what the tactic was there. And they must have had some strategy behind it. I wouldn't think carelessly launching at the board like that would have gotten you anywhere without any strategy. Triton staying on the arc, looking for threes. They play just about how we do offensively. Triton puts up the three, except for they can't hit their threes about as often as we do. Eli now with the ball, getting over to Triton. He's going to pass it back out to Miles. Miles, travel. That's not helping. Trojans with the ball once again. 4 minutes and 25 left in the second. Then we'll get sent to halftime. Triton. He's popping a three. Couldn't get it to fall, rimmed right out. He's driving in. Went up for two, couldn't get it. Now their big man got it. He's got to put it up for two. Still can't get it to fall. "30-second timeout called. Let's see. Triton's leading by 16 to our 8. We got 3 fouls. Triton's got 1. Second quarter, 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. All right, timeout's up. Both teams taking back to the court. Kinzer getting the ball over to Eli. Eli putting it up for a layup. That was a nice layup. Triton. They're trying to keep the cushiony lead between them and the Comets up. That score's not counting. Foul on Triton. Illegal move or something, but either way, foul was called on Triton. Their 3 did not count. Kinzer getting it over to Miles. Miles putting it into Eli. That foul was on Triton, I do believe. Send it back over Triton's way. Triton now. Looking for an opening. Trying to put down another three, that's for sure. He could have had it there. Sending it in. Well, that was a nice move. Can't get the ball up, send it back out, putting it up for three. Can't get the three to fall. Ref's calling it Comets ball, sending it back our way. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the second. Kinzer and Miles interchanging the ball. Kinzer trying to send it back over to Miles, overshot and got it to a Triton, or a Trojan. Nice layup by the Trojans. We seem to have had a miss up on the pass too, and they go for another layup and get it going in. Triton starting to run with it now, doubling our points as they lead by 20 to our 10. Miles sending it over to Kinzer. Kinzer over to Eli. Eli getting it into Triton. Triton putting it up for two. He gets the two. Less than 2 minutes remain. Triton now. Keeping things way out in the arc. He almost stepped out. He checked behind him to make sure he didn't. That was a nice pass from base to get it into the paint and put it up for two. Triton's offense resembles ours in some aspects when it comes to going for threes, but in everything else, it does not. Eli went for a drive and lost the ball. Triton took it back over to their side. Triton, their big man putting it up for two. He gets it. Less than a minute remains. Eli now driving in to try and go for two. Blocking foul on Triton. Eli is going to get put on the line. First shot is missed. Number 10, Ben from our JV team comes into play, and Hunter Shanelob checking in for Rands and Triton. Second shot by Eli makes it. Oops, sorry for that quick zoom out, folks. Triton now. They're out for a deep three. I think Hunter might have had a tip on that shot. Comets ball. Kinzer and Miles interchanging, heading back over to our side. Miles getting over to Kinzer. Kinzer for a three. Splashing. Putting us behind only 16 to 24. Triton now with the ball. They might be wanting to wait out the clock here. Smart move. Or at least waiting for one last play. Also a smart move. Triton looking. 7 seconds. They got into the paint and started going base, but got tipped out. Comets got 5 seconds for a play here. I think Kinzer's going to go for a long pass. Oh, I thought he might have. Eli sending it over to Miles. Miles got to get something going. He puts it up for a shot. Overshoots the basket. That's going to take us into halftime. Thank you for tuning in to RTC TV4, and I'll be right with you after the break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to RTC TV4. My name is Dakota Hayden, in case you forgot. And we're in our second half of our boys varsity game tonight between the Comets and the Trojans. Comets will start off with the ball here tonight. Good grief. Comets will start off with the ball here in the third quarter. There we go. That's the words. Shane Lobb with the ball. Getting it out to Eli. And over to Kinzer. Kinzer getting funky with the ball. Send it over to Shane Lobb, then back out to Eli. Eli over to Shane Lobb. Shane Lobb trying to set up a screen. Eli driving in to put it up. Blocking foul on the Trojans. Eli is going to be put on the line. He makes the first free throw. Can he do it a second time? The second one goes in too. Triton now with the ball, bring it over to their side of the court. Keeping it out on the arc. Looking for an opening. Need a three up. Oh. Shot fake. Trying to keep the options open. He puts up a three. He gets the three. Comets ball now. Kinzer passing it over to Eli. Then Eli's going to pass it over to Kinzer to get it across the middle line. Miles now with the ball. Back to Kinzer. Kinzer over to Eli. Eli sending it in to Triton. Triton over to Shane Lobb to put it up for two. It's a nice play by the Comets. Trojans now looking to counteract the last play. They get more points scored to expand upon their cushion of a cushion of a lead. Triton giving it to their big man, number 40, putting it up for two. It's going to be hard to block him, considering he's a giant. Kinzer sending it over to Miles. Miles needing some help here. Just send it into Shane Lobb. Shane Lobb's going to give it to Kinzer. He's thought about it. Send it to Miles. Miles putting it up for three. Miles gets three. Comets are slowly but surely gaining on the Trojans, only behind by 6. If we can get a few turnovers going our way, that'd be great. Trojans send it into the paint, then out to the arc. He's putting up a three. He gets a three, and that's not going to help our cause here. I think refs calling kickball on Trojans. Or he might have been just sticking his leg out to get the ball, but either way, there's a foul on the Trojans. We got Rands coming in for Shane Lobb. Kinzer trying to get a pass over to Eli. Triton was there to intercept the ball. Goes for the layup, couldn't get it. He gets the foul, though. Triton, again, has not been too successful on their free throws. Let's see what they can get going here to start off the second half. First one does not fall. See what we can do about the second one. Second one falls, though. Comets now with the ball. Yeah, getting it over to Kinzer. Kinzer trying to find someone open. Tried to get it over to Eli. Ref's calling that it touched one of the Trojans heading out of bounds, making it Comet's ball still. That was probably a lucky foul there. Kids are getting over to Eli. Eli getting it to Miles. Miles started driving in, sending it out to Eli. Eli doing the same, getting it out to Triton. Triton passing it over to Kinzer. Kinzer now to Rands. Rands over to Eli. Eli sending it over to Trenton. Keeping it around on the arc. And I tried to send a pass over to Miles. Either overshot or went a bit too high over his head. Either way, out. Trojans now with the ball. He could have been open to go up there for a three, but he didn't. Guess they're keeping their options open. They're keeping things slow. They do have a lead by 10. Trojans, Eli getting a hand in on the pass. And Comets with the turnover. Or steal, not turnover, my bad. Kinzer trying to get some ball movement going on. He is not doing anything because it was a timeout. Thought the ref might have called that he stepped out, but I didn't think he did, so I got a little confused there. But nope, it's just a full timeout by the Comets. 3 minutes and 38 seconds here remaining in the third. Caston only down 23-33, as stated before. Triton's got the ball. 1 foul per team. So far, it's been a pretty decent game. Triton got a bit of a tear going and took the lead in the second quarter. They were just scoring basket after basket. It's going to be hard to catch up, but I think it's fully possible. Just got to get on those rebounds and get those turnovers going. And then making our shots, most importantly. Excuse me. Refs motioning the teams to get back out on the courts. Comets taking the court. Oh, my bad. The scoreboard lied to me. Comets have possession. Trenton with the ball. Get over to Kinzer. Kinzer now. Send it over to Ben. They got Ben in play now from JV. Trenton with the ball. Get over to Kinzer. Kinzer over to Miles. Miles driving in. Getting over to Eli. Eli to Ben. Ben for three. He gets three. What a way to get put in the game in the third quarter. Trojans now trying to get an opening going for them. Send it out to the arc. They're going to put up a three. It's going to be short. Miles on the rebound. Trenton, they're back to Miles. Miles over to Eli. Eli to Kinzer. Kinzer getting it over to Eli. Eli sending it over to Miles. Miles then got it to Triton. Eli for a three. He's going to fall short. 2 minutes and 30 seconds exactly left in the third. Only trailing by 7 now. And number 23, Rands checking in for Ben. I'm not so sure why they had to pull him out. But it seemed like it was sudden, like they didn't mean to check in Rands just yet. That's fine. Three made by the Trojans. Kinzer getting over to Eli. Eli over to Trenton. Trenton over to Kinzer. Kinzer making sure to keep a hold of the ball. Gets it over to Eli. Eli to Triton. Triton getting the ball back out to Eli. Eli passing it over to Kinzer. Kinzer back to Eli. Eli started to drive with it. It's stolen by Triton. All right, going for the layup. They get the 2. Comets taking it across the midline. I get something moving here. That Triton defense is nuts, man. They got a really good defense playing tonight. This afternoon, whatever time it is. 30-second timeout called. We got 1:21 left here in the third. Comets down by 12 now. We need these shots to hit, and we need those rebounds, and we need those turnovers, and we need everything we can get here if we're going to make a comeback here by the time fourth rolls around, and in the fourth as well. Trenton's going to be checking in the ball. Does it to Kinzer. Kinzer over to Miles, almost overshot him. Miles getting over to Kinzer. Kinzer trying to get anything rolling for him. It's over to Triton. Thomas trying to find an opening for the offense. Kinzer for a 3. Kinzer can't get the 3 to go. Out on the Trojans. Comets ball still with a minute left. Number 10, Ben, checking in for Rands. Must have got him cleaned up. He might have been bleeding. That might have been why they had to take him out. I'm not too guaranteed sure on that. Kinzer getting it into Eli. Eli putting it up for 2. He gets it for 2. Solid, easy move by the Comets. 45 seconds left for the Trojans. They're taking it nice and easy. Gonna hold it as long as they can. Maybe make room for one last play. That's exactly what they're doing. Thinking of one last play. And everyone's just standing around. Crowd's dead silent. Now they're starting to move. We got some stirring going into the pot. Tried to get it in for a move, almost taking it out. He launches it up, can't get the shot to fall. Triton with it. Triton, Eli putting it up. Couldn't get it into the basket. That's going to end third quarter. Excuse me. Comets down by 10 in the third. They come back is easily possible. Let's see what the Comets can figure out here heading into the fourth. Both teams only sitting with 1 foul each still in the second quarter. Definitely much cleaner of a game than the JV was. All right, buzzer's ringing. Got to take the court again. Comets looking to break out. And they head back out to the court for the final 8 minutes of the game. Trojans will start out with it. See what they can get going for them here in the final quarter. Can they seal the deal here tonight, this afternoon, whatever time, or can the Comets make a comeback? Put up 3. Ooh, that's not going to go well for us. Eli getting it to Kinzer. Kinzer sending it over to Miles. Miles out to Eli. To Kinzer. Kinzer to Eli. Eli passing it into Triton. Triton taking it out, getting over to Eli. Then to Ben. Ben sending it into Miles. Miles sending it out to Kinzer. Kinzer driving base. Launching over to Ben. Ben for 3. He was a bit off on that 3 attempt. And by off, I mean way off. Trojans out with the ball. He could have put up a 3. Didn't. He drives base, sends it into the paint. The big guy fumbling with it a bit. Foul in the Comets. That's the first foul we've seen in this game in a while. Trojans. Nice pass in for an easy layup. Comets now. Bringing it back over to our side of the court. Eli with the ball. Into Ben. Ben. Send it into Triton. Triton to Kinzer. Kinzer jumping up for 2. Can't get the 2 to fall. Now Trojans with it. Get it back over to their side. Deep 3 by the Trojans. Can't get to fall. Ball was knocked out. I think Eli did. Trojans ball still. 6 minutes and 21 seconds on the board. Things are not looking good for us Comets here so far. Trojans. Get it into the paint. Send it back out to the arc to put it up for 3. Can't get it to fall. They're on the rebound though. Oh, he could have put it for a 3 there too. If they're so eager to shoot him, might as well. Looking. Got into the paint. Number 40 for 2. He got it. He says it's going to be hard to get enough height up to block him. Miles putting the ball up. He had to fall. Triton on the rebound. Triton doing offensive, trying to get some offensive play going. They get it to put it up for 2. There's a nice pass into the paint to put it up. Nice and clean. Timeout, 30-second timeout. I think the Comets called it. Triton 47 to Caston's 28. Like I stated before, real clean on the fouls here so far for the second half. Only 2 of them are ours and 1 is Triton's. The Comets got to get something rolling fast in order to catch Triton here for the last 5 minutes and 13 seconds of the game. Crowd has not been very active. The only things I've been able to hear out here this afternoon are our cheerleaders, which we have like 20 of them, and the Trojans cheerleaders, which they have like 5. But so far, crowd's been pretty much dead silent, besides clapping from when shots are made. Other than that, kind of shocking. Comets with the ball. Kinzer's got it. Taking it over midline. He tried to get it over to Triton. Pass is tipped and stole by the Trojans. Trojans get up for the easy layup. 5 minutes to go here. Kinzer and Eli interchanging the ball. Kinzer getting it over to Eli again. Eli driving in to put it up for 2 in the paint. Nice. Triton trying to get a move going. Comets defense starting to square up and keep them singled out. Number 40, just a beast. Going for the layup in the paint. You got it. Ben now with the ball. Get it over to Eli. And the Kinzer. They're back over to Ben. Tried to pass it into Miles. Pass is stolen by Triton. Triton's going. Oh, pass is stolen by Ben. Sent out to Kinzer and tipped off to Miles, but sent back to Kinzer. It was a nice steal by Ben. Right there where he needed to be. Kinzer got over to Triton. Triton over to Miles. Miles to Kinzer. Kinzer's popping threes. Can't get him to land, though. Trojans with the ball. Trying to get an offensive play going. Up for an easy 2 with that number 40 for the Trojans. Ben now with the ball. Got over to Kinzer. Kinzer's driving in to send it into Miles. Miles trying to put it up for 2. Number 23, Rand's coming in for Ben. Comets with the last foul. Trojans ball. Three minutes and 1 second left to go here in the fourth. Trojans have a little bit of trouble keeping control of the ball. Foul is called once again. The Trojans this time, Comets ball. Eli getting it into Miles to try and put it up for 2. Triton on the rebound, tried to save it, took it out. Triton's ball. Shane Lobb coming in for Miles. Okay, I'm not so sure what happened, but we got a Trojan set up to the line for a shot. I figured Triton stepped out and then, turnover because he was stepped out. I'm not so sure what happened there. Must have missed something. Trojan play only makes his second free throw. Trojans ball. Two minutes and 35 seconds left on the board. Looking for a 3 probably. Trying to get themselves open. Comets defense trying to spread out, make sure that doesn't happen. They pass it into the paint. He puts it up for a layup. That was a nice layup. The number, was that 33 for the Trojans? Yes, it was. Must have took out their big guy, number 40. Kinzer now. Trying to get the ball out to someone. He launches it over to try and get it to Eli. Completely overshot. Sent it to one of our assistant coaches off on the bench. Triton now. Ball is stolen by Triton. Triton's going to carry it out, though, sending it back over Trojans' way. Trojans now trying to get someone open. Pass bounced up to Kinzer. Kinzer tried to send it into Eli for a layup. Eli saves it, gets it over to Triton. Minute 20 left. Triton trying to go up for a layup, couldn't get it. Foul's called. Shooting foul. Placed on the line for 2. They make their first free throw. See what they can do about the second one. Second one fails to connect. So far, Triton's only been able to make one of their 2 free throws every time. That shouldn't matter. A minute left to go, 57-30. Shane Lobb for a layup. Minute left to go here in the fourth. .45 seconds on the clock. Keeping it around out on the arc. Crowd once again falling eerily silent. He decides to drive in. Jump ball is called. Send it back over Comet's way. Kinzer checking into Eli, back to Kinzer. Gonna take it over the midline. Then back over to Eli. Getting it to Kinzer. Kinzer starting to drive in to put up for 2. Couldn't get it for 2, but he got the foul. Put him on the line. First shot lands for Kinzer. See if we can make a second one. Makes the second one too. Trojans holding on to the ball. Yeah, I think they're going to let the clock die out. Yep, yes they are. They'll just let it die. Well, that ends the game. Trojans lead and win with 57 to Comet's 34. Thank you all once again for tuning in to RTCTV4. Feel free to check out our website at rtctv4.com or check out our YouTube channel to see all the videos that we post here for RTC. Once again, my name is Dakota Hayden, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.